Good morning, everyone. Let's start in the next 5 minutes. 8:52, we'll start. Everyone can see my screen and hear me loud and clear? Okay, perfect. Okay. Yeah, we're just waiting for a few more participants to join in, and 8:52 will start. Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Vijay Thakre. I am a Bank Nifty options trader. Uh, I've been into the market from last 4.5 years. And today, I'll be showing you how I trade and what all things I use while I'm trading. And over the entire day, I'll show you what is the setup I use and what are the things I look at while I'm trading. Okay. Standard disclaimer for everyone. Please, this is not a trading session. It is a learning session. It is a learning session for everybody. Okay. I am not a SEBI registered analyst. So whatever risk management you have, please take care of that and trade as per your risk management if you are trading. But this is an educational program. Whatever I am showing, I am taking whatever risks I'm taking or whatever trades I'm taking. I'm taking them based on my risk management. So please understand it at your end and act accordingly. Okay. Now, basically, I use a setup. I use a lot of price action, and I use a lot of indicators for as a setup for scalping and for momentum trading as well. I just don't do scalping. I do momentum trading as well, wherein I trail with stop losses, or I hold the trade sometimes for 30 minutes or hour or more than that also. So that is the basic scenario. But the setup that I use is, I use EMAs, that is exponential moving averages, 20, 50, 100, 200. These are the moving averages that I use. Then I use VWAP and Supertrend, the way Shiva has taught us. I use that. And then for momentum, for gauging the momentum, I use stochastic and MACD. Okay. Settings, if you want, I can share it later on, no problems. But as of now, these are the indicators that I use, that is stochastic and MACD. Over the entire period of the day today, what I'll do is I'll if there is a setup or if there is a trade that comes, I'll explain you why I took the trade, and I'll explain you the logic and the understanding what I had behind the trade. That is what I'll be explaining, all of that. Okay. Now, coming to the markets, what are we looking at today? Okay. So Friday there was a Fed event. Okay. Jerome Powell had discussed about the tapering program, and he didn't give any details, but they're just saying that they're thinking about it and they might do it sooner. So if you look at Dow on Friday, okay, Dow Jones closed 240 points in the positive, and S&P 500 also closed in the positive. Nasdaq was also positive. So all clear indications that the US markets were quite positive, but they didn't give a follow-up. What after the event that happened, we did not get a good follow-up. As in, before the event also, Dow was already positive, and after giving a spurt, then we did not see much of a movement in Dow, which was a little bit disappointing. But let's look at how the Asian markets are reacting to the Dow situation. Okay, that will give us a clue what can happen in our market today. If you see Nikkei is just 80 points positive, and Hang Seng is quite flat, and Chinese markets is a little negative. And if you look at Dow futures is completely flat, but SGX Nifty is showing 90 points positive. So a mixed bags of clue that we are looking at, that we are getting from the world markets. World markets are not very gung-ho about what has happened or what the Fed Powell has spoken. They expected the usual thing that he'll say this, and that is what happened. So not much of a good commentary or not much of a positive scenario, though SGX Nifty is showing positive as of now. So what I'm expecting today is a gap up. Okay, a gap up is expected, but if it's going to sustain or not, that is going to be the very important issue today. Okay, that is going to be very, very important. A gap up, if it's there, it has to sustain, and it has to stay for at least the first 15 to 30 minutes. If the gap up sustains and if the market stays ahead or stays above, then well and good. If it's not, then again we can see a retracement and we can see a range bound day today. That is what I'm looking at. Now, I only trade Bank Nifty. I don't trade Nifty at all. It's very rare scenario where I trade Nifty, but 99% of the times I only trade Bank Nifty. Okay. So what I do is, every day before the market opens, I want to look at the levels that can be important today. Okay. As I'm a price action trader, I'm looking at the levels that I want to trade. This one I'll delete. So range for today, depending on the gap up, we don't know how much of a gap up we will have, but let's say as of now we are flat. So the range that I'm looking for is, as of now, is 35,900 to 36,000 on the upside. And if 36,000 is crossed and the price stays above 36,000 for 15 to 20 minutes, if it stays above 15 to 20 minutes, then I'm looking for 36,300. This is the spot chart. The levels that I mark it on the spot chart. Okay. So these are the levels I'm looking for on the upside. That is 35,900, 36,000. And if it sustains above 36,000, then we are looking at 36,300 on the spot chart. If in case, if it doesn't sustain, if it doesn't sustain about 35,900 or 36,000, if it does not, and if it's trying to retrace, then the first level would be, I look at volume, I'll explain you later. I do look at volume, but it depends on the situations. While I'm scalping, I don't look at volumes. While I'm looking for a trend move, that is when I'm looking for more volumes. This is just the spot chart. This spot chart, I keep it on another screen. I have two screens. One screen I keep this, and one screen, this is the trading screen. This is where I use the volume, and this is where I use the future chart. So future chart has volume. This is where I use the future chart. Okay. So on the downside, the level, first level I'm looking for is 35,400. If in case 35,400 is crossed, then I'm looking for a level somewhere here. Let me mark it for you. Level somewhere here. That is close to 35,200. So we are looking for a larger range. The swing range that we are looking for is 35,200 to 36,300. So 1,000 to 1,100 point range that we are looking for, a larger range. Okay. But trading range I'm looking for is between 35,400 to 36,000. That is what I'm looking for as of now. The levels I mark based on where the price has consolidated and where it has given a breakout or a breakdown. That is how I mark the levels. For example, why I mark this level 35,400? Because it has come to this price and again bounce back. Here also come to this price and again bounce back. Here, if you see, here we got a consolidation. Okay. First, it gave a breakout and came down. Then after coming down, here it's consolidation. Again, here is consolidation. And at this point, you got a breakout. 35,200. This was the level we got a breakout. So this level I'm looking for as a support as of now. And on the upside, if you see, 36,000 is a psychological level. So that is a resistance for me. Apart from that, then this zone has been a resistance again and again. Price is going, bouncing down again and again on this level. So 36,300 is the highest level for this zone. So I'm looking for a resistance somewhere here. Though it can take a resistance anywhere here, maybe 36,200 or 36,100 or 36,250 also. But this is the zone that I'm looking for where I'll be cautious, or I'll try to only scalp. I will not hold on for a momentum trade. So this is what I'm looking for based on the levels. Why I don't look at it too much? Because I am a price action trader, and for scalping, I mostly look at the candle structure. That is very important for me. Okay. But based on OI also, if you see, what I look at is, for a range, I'm looking for the at the money straddle. For example, 35,600. This is the monthly, this thing. I'll get the daily one. Okay. So daily one, if you see 35,600, it has 5 lakhs here and 6 lakhs here. So what I'm looking at is the premium on this. This is 300 and this is 270. So the total premium for this is almost 600 points, right? So 600 points on the upside, 600 points on the downside. That is the range that I'm looking for. 600 points either side. That is the range I'm looking for as of now. So 600 points from 35,600 and 600 points downside from 35,600. That is what I'm looking for as of now. And regarding the setup, if you want, you can write it down, this stochastic setting. Anyone who wants to write down, you can write it down. I use 5-minute chart. I don't use 3-minute chart. I use 5-minute chart. Yes. And over the period of the day, I will explain you what all things I look for, what are candle structure I look for, where I enter, where I don't enter. And I would request everyone to not compare with anybody, okay? Because I am a different kind of a trader. I have different set of things that I use. So I would request everyone to not compare or not say that, this one, some people are using this, some people are using that. So what I would request is to see what I am trying to do, or how I have been successful, or what all things I look for in terms of how I trade. Okay. So this is stochastic that I use. It is similar to RSI, but this one gives me a better gauge of the momentum. That's why I use stochastic. And the settings for stochastic is 533. Another thing I use is MACD. These are the settings for MACD. Yeah, I've been profitable for more than a year now. And before that, I had lost almost 40 lakh rupees. Before I came into, for 3 years continuously, I was losing, and I was in the losses of 40 lakh rupees. So these are the settings for the MACD indicator. Fast length is 3, slow length is 9, signal length is 15. And you will also get the recording for this session. So don't worry if you miss anything, you will get the recording for this session. Yeah, there are a few people who trade with me, so I'll explain you about the position. I'm just waiting for the pre-market to settle, and then I'll tell you what I'm going to do with the positions that I have. I had carried a put of 35,000 and call of 36,200, looking at the event that we had on Friday. So I will let you know. First, what I'm looking for is on the upside. If my call is giving me a profit, let's say I have a 36,200 call, I'm just waiting for the pre-open to settle. But the scenario I'm looking for is if the call is going to be profitable, I'm going to exit the call and I'm going to keep the put for some time. For at least 30 minutes, I'm going to keep the put positions. Because if the gap up doesn't sustain and if it has to come down, so then I can be profitable on both the sides. So that's why if the call is opening gap up and if it stays above the gap up for 15-30 minutes, then would be good. If it doesn't, then we are looking for a downside also. But let's wait for the pre-open to settle, and then I'll let you know what the position we can do. I trade with, another thing, risk management wise, what I do is, though I have, let's say 50 lakh capital, but I do not keep that capital in my account. I will only keep the amount of capital, or only keep the amount that is required for me for trading. Okay. So out of the 50 lakhs, I will only keep 10 lakh in my account, and this 10 lakh I will deploy in almost all my trades. Most of my trades, I'll try to deploy this amount of capital. So what it does is, let's say today, if I lose 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs, it won't hurt too much, because this is my deployed capital. This is not my actual capital. My actual capital is in my savings account, which I will bring in only if I lose 50% of this deployed capital. So people who trade with me also, I tell them the same thing, that if you want to trade, this is the best solution, wherein you just keep your deployed capital, which will help you not to overtrade also. So this is how I manage my risk, wherein I just keep the deployed capital in my account. So not a big gap up, 35,800. Let's wait for the first 5 minutes to see if the gap up sustains or not. At the banks first. 1 lakh is my target daily. Okay, for people who were with me and who had taken a position on Friday, what I would like to look at is I would look at booking at least 50% of the call profit and 50% I'll trade at cost, the call profit. But the put position, I'm going to keep it for at least 30 minutes. Yeah, I'm a full-time trader. Before that, I was into BPO business. I owned a business for almost 10 years. Yeah, I only trade in Zerodha, but on Friday, Zerodha was not giving me, I was not able to take the trade that I was looking for. So I had a small position in TradeSmart. I do have a TradeSmart account also, but I use Zerodha for trading. I'll let you know if there is a trade that is coming. I will, you'll be able to see it on my screen and I will explain you about it. Yeah, overnight position. I would like to book at least 50% of the call that I have, and the put position that I have, I'll keep it. Yeah, I'm not too much worried about brokerages, Muthu, because for me, I am comfortable trading with Zerodha, and the chart structure, or it's just a habit that I have, that I've been comfortable using this platform. So that's why I use it. So if you see, we are opening exactly at the first line of resistance, that is 35,800. So after the open, if it sustains above and if it goes to 35,900, 36,000 would be good. If it's not, then again, a big retracement on the downside can also be seen. Bank analysis, it's not looking that convincing, though all the banks are opening very minor positive, but it's not looking very promising on the upside as of now. Pre-market, this is where it settled. See here, Bank Nifty, 150 points, Nifty 70 points. Everyone is able to log into TradeSmart? The sign app. No, I do not post it on social media. There are people who trade with me. So it was with them. Okay. Okay, strike price is going to be important. I'm looking at 35,700 call. That is the strike price I'm looking for. Yeah, price action, I will explain you as and when it develops, I will explain you the price action. You can follow me on Twitter. I am on Twitter. This is the call that I'm looking for, 35,700, and put. These are the strike prices that I'm looking for. We'll share it later, people. First, let's understand and let's get educated. Let's see how we trade, and then other details we can be shared later. We'll be looking at open high also. Open high can be interesting today. Okay. Open gap up and it's going up. 35,700. Okay, put has open high. Okay, interesting. But it's not too much. Just going to wait for a moment. I'm just exiting the overnight position. Look at it. So I booked my profits in the call. It was not here. I logged into my mobile phone. I'll share the trade also if you want. But I had taken 36,200 call in my phone. Right now, today, I'll show you when the setup comes, or I'll wait for the first 5-minute candle to close, and then I'll try to take a trade. This was a overnight position that I had carried. But regarding trading, once the 5-minute candle close, then I'll take a decision on which side I need to go. But it's interesting that we have an open high on put side. That is very interesting. Yes. I'm just waiting for the 5-minute candle to close. If this candle has to fizzle out, then the puts can be quite good. I'm looking at a put as of now. If this candle turns a full body candle, it has to turn a full body candle. Then only I'll look for a call. I bought a put 35,800 at 253. 1,200 quantities. I bought 35,800 put. Here it is, 253 I bought. I've added more at 258. So now I have 2400 quantities. If we get a gap fill would be great. Nifty is going up, but Bank Nifty is not. My stop loss would be 230 on this one. 230 will be my stop loss on this one. Yeah, there are slippages, but I don't worry about it too much. Just looking for 282 on this. Two 235 is my stop loss on this one. Just looking for one down move. Yeah, Nifty is spiking up. I'm going to reduce my quantity. I'll just keep 1200. If it goes below 235, I'll exit this one also. This 1200, if it goes below 235, I'll exit that as well. So I've exited 1200 quantities in a little bit of loss, which is okay. Now I have only 1200. It's 261. We added more at 279. Looking for a follow-up on the downside now. It did show 279. Staying above 35,800. Now for this 2400 that I have, my stop loss is going to be 240. I've added 1000 more at 260. So now I have 3400 quantities. Exited 1200 at 273. Still have 2200 quantities. Exited more 1200 at 275. Now I have 1000 left. I have 1000 quantities left. $280. Added more 1000 at 276. So now again I have 2000. Just waiting for the candle to get over. We can get 308 would be great. Added 1000 at 275. Now I have again 3000. $290. Exited 1200 at 288. I have 1800 left. Added again at 277. I'm actually looking for 300 on this. 300 or 320. That's why I'm adding positions. $35. One spike till here. One spike I'm looking for till here. Yeah. Exited 1200 at 284. Still have 1600 left. Yeah, a lot of strike price have it. Okay, what I'm going to do is I will exit 1000. I'm looking for a spike on the downside, which I'm not getting. Nope. I've exited 1200. Now I just have 400. Exiting the 400 also. We'll wait. Still made 33. At one point of time, it was showing 70,000, but that is okay. See, what I was looking for ideally, that this candle should touch here. That is the only thing that I was looking for. If this candle would have touched here, I would have got my targets, would have been more than 1 lakh. Still have it? It's going down now. Added at 282. Added again at 280. Just looking for a touch of this. Hmm. Position that sizing depends upon what kind of a trade I'm trying to take. If it's a scalping trade, I will enter quick and exit quick. If it's not a scalping trade, then I'll try to add gradually and then try to exit also gradually. Hmm. Now I have 12, 2400 quantities. What is that? 280, 83. Stop loss will be below 260. If it goes below 260, I will exit. P9. Exited at 255, 1200. Exited more at 250. So no positions as of now. I'm putting 35,900 call also in my watch list. I've exited the overnight put position also. So now upside, if it closes above this, will be better. Downside, below this. So between this range, nothing much to do. C I'm looking for is 35,900 and 35,700, and put I'm looking for is 35,800. So I'm always looking for a strike price which is 250 to 300 range. 200, 300 range. That is what I'm looking for on a strike price. This call also has open high 252, 252. Thirty-five to 300 is quite deep. Yeah, I only do buying. I'm not into selling. Just waiting for it to cross this level so I can enter into the trade. Let's see what OI I see. Trending OI. So little negative till now. Chain. Yes, 35,800. 36,000 as 16 lakhs. Interesting. Upside, I'm looking for a full body, a candle, something like this, a full body candle. It has to close above this. That is what I'm looking for. This candle, if it closes above that, would be great. Yes, it does. 252. I've taken a call 35,900 at 234. Added more at 237. It's not sustaining on the upside. Needs to sustain. Below 220 or 222, I will exit. Yeah, that is what. It's taking a support at previous day high, and now it's taking a resistance at today's high. But the way Nifty is moving, I'm looking for a spike on Bank Nifty once. Looking for 250 on the strike price. Yeah, reversing from 240. 225 is my stop loss on this. If 225 goes, I will exit. Two 25 is my stop loss. Yeah, possible. Anything is possible for Nifty. Nifty just rocketing. Nifty IT is quiet today, so Bank Nifty can make a move. But let's see. As of now, it is neutral. If it goes above today's high, or if it stays above today's high for 30 minutes, then the bias will be bullish. It's giving a wick again and again. I'm going to exit and wait. I'm going to exit and wait. Yeah, Nifty is on another planet. So I've exited all my positions. I don't have any positions as of now. I'm looking for a convincing candle. I need a convincing candle for the upside or for the downside. These candles are not convincing. If you're going to get a wick again and again, that is not going to be convincing. Yes, your trading journal is the best book you can ever read. I'm doing good, Anish. See, what I was looking for was after the first candle, if I show you the spot chart also, see here, this spot chart after the open, you had a big wick on the upside, right? So this was giving an indication that upside there is going to be supply, or there is going to be a resistance on the upside. So that's why I went to the put side. So in the put side, what I was looking for, a touch of this one, at least 35,685 or somewhere here, or maybe fill the gap. That is what I was looking for. But what happened was it reversed from yesterday's high. This was yesterday's high. So it reversed from yesterday's high and then it went up. I'll explain you that also. What is control of the zone? I'll explain you that also. So on the downside, I was looking for a down move till here, some in this range. And then, yes, gap filling. And then I was looking for an up move. Currently, we are in loss of 54,000. No problems. The day is still very young. It's just been 30, 40 minutes. Just need one good opportunity and we'll be okay. On the upside, why I'm not getting too much convinced is because of the wick. If you're getting wick, then that is not a good sign. I need a proper candle like this, a full body candle like this, which will give me conviction that yes, now it's trying to move up. Yes, it is. I'm looking at it. But it's very close, 35,900. 252. This candle is looking good. It needs to close above. So this candle is looking good. It needs to close above. Then I will be able to enter. Okay, this candle is decent, but we'll wait. Okay, it's touched the open high now. Wow, 260. Wow, 280. This is a good move. Added at 273, 1200. Taken it at 273. Yes, Bank Nifty can be the leader now. So this is a very good candle. Okay, we are at this level now. Once this is also crossed, then upside can we see fireworks in Bank Nifty. Okay. I did more at 271. So bought it at 271, 273. Now let's see if we can get a trending move on Bank Nifty. This is a very good candle. I did more at 274. Let's see, next candle can be really good. So very good candle. It has volumes also. Everything is fine. Strike price mostly I'm looking at the money on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Friday I'm looking at the money, and Wednesday, Thursday I'm looking at in the money. So 90, 91. Still holding. Now, if it comes to 290, I will exit some quantity. I was looking for a follow up on this candle, which is not coming yet. So I was waiting for this candle to close as a solid green candle. I'm from Nasik. Okay, great. This candle has to turn solid green, proper green. I live in Nasik only. Still 1 minute to go for the candle. Let's see how this candle closes. That is going to be very important. Yeah, spot is giving you a good candle. That's why I'm holding. That is why I'm holding. 290. Yes, Vijay S. Thakre. 95. 300. Exited 1200 at 295. Exited more 900 at 293. Now I have 1000 left. Back to positive. But I still have 1000 left now. I'm going to trail this 1000. That's great, Vijay. Added again at 289. The reason I added is looking like a trending move on Bank Nifty now. Added again 500, 288. $96. Exited 700 at 298. Now I have 1800 left. $300. Exited more 800 at 300. Now I have 1000 left. I still have 1000 left. I use 10 lakh as deployed capital. Total 10 lakh as deployed capital. That's a deployed capital. That is not my actual capital. I only keep the amount that I require for trading. I still have 1000 left. Volumes are coming in really good. Now 36,000 is the level I'm looking at. Spot 36,000 is what I'm looking at. Let's see. We'll take it level by level. Vaibhav. 36,500 is quite far away, but we'll take it level by level. Okay, I've exited 500. I'm just going to keep 500. Trending OI is positive now. 19 lakhs. So everything is looking good now for the upside. I have 500. The stop loss for this 500 is 285. The low of this candle is my stop loss. I'll put it in the system. 285. I put it in the system, 500 stop loss. Now, if this candle turns green, I'll again add more. Only if this candle turns green, then I'll try to add more. So 500 that I have, the stop loss is 285. Yes, this is the Zerodha platform that I use. Okay, the stop loss is hit for 285. Yeah, Ravi, you're true. That is true. It does happen that if you put a stop loss, but never mind. This is after the profits that I put the stop loss, I'm okay with that. Now let's see if this candle turns green. If this candle has to turn green, then I'll add more. If it doesn't, then I'll wait. Yes, it is. OI analysis. This is good. After a long time, we are seeing some long built up in Bank Nifty. I'm not looking at 36,000 yet. I'm looking at 35,900. I'm trading 35,900 as of now. What is the situation with open high? Let's see. 35,900 is already done and it's trading above that. Yeah. So let the RSI maybe settle down a little. Then okay, this green line is super trend line. This is the line for super trend. And this white line, this is the 200 moving average. The way Bank Nifty is moving, I think it's going to be Bank Nifty day. Today looks like a Bank Nifty day. So on the open highs, what I'm feeling is, what I'm looking at is maybe they have sold these ones. They have sold these strike prices. They have not bought it, but they have sold this strike price. That is what it's looking like as of now. So now if you want to look at the open highs, okay, if you think that, put open highs can come, if you think that, then you have to look at the VWAP of the put. The VWAP of the strike price is going to be very important. If the put goes above the strike price, above the VWAP, then you can get a move on the put. Till the time, you don't need to look at that. So what I've done is, for this green line, I have put a price line for super trend, and I've put a price line for 200 EMA. That is what I've done. Friday open high on the calls is done. Sure. What I'll do is, I'll see for the super trend, I'll go to the settings. You go to the style. In that, you put a price line. You just click a tick mark on the price line. So that will show you this line. Same way for the 200 EMA. Yeah. It shows the price line. So what it does is, it gives you a boundary, that this is your boundary. And if it's between this price, then you try to trade smaller quantities. And if it's out of the boundary, then 6 maro. Yeah. Yeah, what I was looking for, Chirag, how I use the moving averages is, if the moving averages are coiled together, see this, if they are coiled together like a one strip, then market is going to be sideways, and you have to adapt your or change your trading style. The more the moving averages spread, that gives you better indication that it's a trending market. Yeah, and how I use this is, let's say this super trend and this 200 EMA, if they are squeezed, if they are very close to each other, that gives me an indication that it's going to be a range bound day. So I need to be staying away, or I have to stay light. But if the gap is quite big, then if this super trend is broken, then the range becomes this one. So this is how I use these boundaries, this one and this one. What I feel is, one lot players, see, for people who have small capital and who trade with one lot trading is the most difficult. I mean, I would say that trading with multiple lots is easier than trading with one lot, quite easier than trading with one lot. So, I mean, whoever is trading with one lot, that would be that you're practicing. Making money is going to be quite difficult. Yeah. So MACD indicator, MACD, what I look for is MACD and stochastic. Okay, MACD and stochastic. What I'm looking for is, I'm looking for momentum. How do I look for momentum? The gap between these lines, the white line and the red line, the gap has to be significant. Bigger the gap, better the momentum. Okay, here also, bigger the gap, better the momentum. But in the first 10-15 minutes, it can give you a different signal. In the first 15 minutes, it can give you a different signal, or it may not give you an accurate signal, because as soon as the market opens, then the indicators may not behave accurately. So better would be you wait for 15-20 minutes and then look at the indicators. So if you're trading the first 15 minutes, 20 minutes, then price action is the best thing that you should trade with. No, cheaper options I would not suggest. Why? Because at the money is better. Because if you are looking for OTM options, then it becomes difficult. Friday 1200 at 288. Yeah, I have a it's a habit that you could say that I have for trading this, and I've developed it over the years. Okay, I bought this at 288. Now it is 303, 305. Wow, 310. Good. Exited 250 at 305. I'll keep 950. Looking to add more. Comes to 300 again. Then I'll try to add more. If spot goes above 36,000, then we can see a very good move in Bank Nifty. Spot prices needs to go above 36,000. This is good. 316. Yeah, 15-minute candle is also looking good. 320. Added more at 316. 1200 I've added at 316. Just waiting for this candle to close. Yeah, no problems. 330. Exited 1000 at 330. Now I have 1150. Exiting 700 at 327. Now I have 450 left. Why I'm exiting? Because 36,000 is a psychological level. So I want to be cautious there. That's why I'm keeping my positions lighter, because once maybe it will try to resist 36. If it doesn't, well and good. I have still some quantities. But if it resists, it can give me a pullback. But this is a very good candle now. Need one retracement. Added at 330. Going to be a scalping trade again. Exited 500. Now again I have 1150. This is a very good candle. This is a very, very good candle. That's why I'm taking it. Added again 500 at 330. Added 1000 at 329. Added more 400 at 329. Now I have 3000 quantities. If 340 comes, I'll reduce some quantity. 340, 345. Thousand, I can put a limit of 339. I put a limit order of 339 on 1000 quantity. Maybe we can put 344 also. I've changed it to 344. The only reason I'm holding is because it's a very good candle. This is a very good full body candle. And maybe at the end of the candle, I'm looking for a spike. Okay. Now, if it comes closer to 340, I will reduce more quantity. Exited 1200. Now I have 1850, sorry. Out of that 1000, I put an order of 344. Exiting more 500. I have 1350. Out of this 1350, 1000 I put order of 344. Let's see if it takes it. Yes, it does. Okay, now I have 350 left. I have 350 left. Hope many people have made profits till now. 350. Three 60. I still have 350 quantities. Now we are at 1 lakh 24. Everyone happy with the trading? Yes, everyone. Calm and composed? No panic? Nothing? Good, good. I was looking for a gap fill, Sanjit. I was looking for a gap fill. That's why I took that trade. Thank you, Prasad. Thank you. I still have 350 quantities, which I'm going to hold for some time. Slowly, slowly, I will be exiting the trades. Next is directly 36 150. 36 150 on spot. This is going really well now. 375, 380. Look at that. 381. This was the gap. This was the gap. That I was looking for. Okay. Now I'm going to exit 150. I'm just going to keep 200. 200 quantities. Trailing SL will be 340. 340 will be my trailing stop loss. Okay. This 200 I'm going to keep now with a trailing stop loss of 340. Now let it go wherever it wants to go. I'm going to hold this quantity. Now for today, my stop loss is going to be, okay, 29,000. This is the max profit I am ready to lose now from here on. So 340 is my stop loss. Trailing stop loss is 340. 330 was my cost. So 10 points above my cost is my stop loss. So if let's say if it comes to 340, so 30, 40 points, 4 to 8, 8,000 also if I lose, I'm okay with that. No problems. But if it goes higher and higher, it can give me really good points. This is the next level I'm looking for, somewhere here to here. This is a very critical level, like a sticky level. Once this is crossed, then Bank Nifty will have a lot of legs. Yeah, control Uday zone is where, see what I've done is, I found a zone wherein, I or many people tend to overtrade. So what I do is, I mark the levels, okay? I will mark the zone, I'll mark the levels, and in that I'll put in control Uday zone. Have you seen the movie, this thing, Welcome, Swapnil? Yeah, in that, you know that Nana Patekar, control Uday control, yeah. So that is the indication. की भावा आता थांबून घ्या, थोडस प्रॉफिट झालेलं आहे, थोडस थांबून घ्या, असं असं म्हणणं असतं. Candle structure is the most important part. Candle structure in price action. वाह, खूप लोक मराठीत आहे बाबा, खूप सारे मराठी लोक आहे, भारी भारी. I am not in Pune, I am in Nasik. गुड प्रसाद, औरंगाबाद मला खूप आवडतं. माझ्या मम्मीचं, माझ्या मामाचं गाव आहे ते, औरंगाबाद. Okay, good. Now this is 390. Let it go. भागने दो उसको. Sure. The overnight positions, if we would have holded, would have given me good profits. Okay. Now what I'll do is, let's say if it's spot touches 36,100, I will reduce 50 quantity out of this. Okay. 50, that is 2 lots. I will reduce. These 2 lots I will reduce here, 387. Okay. Now 150, I'll again keep. Again, the stop loss is going to be same. 340. Okay. Look at it fly. Four on four. Exited more 50 at 410. Now I have only 100 quantities. Now for this 100, stop loss is going to be higher. That is going to be 360. Okay. For this 100 quantity, trailing stop loss is going to be 360. Now I'm going to keep this quantity, okay, 100 quantity, 360. If it takes, no problems at all. We will take a breakfast break, okay? 15 minutes, we'll take a breakfast break and then we'll be back again. Okay, everyone? Break till 11. We'll take it till 11. Yeah, I'll be back by 11 again. Okay, I'm back. Stop loss is hit 360. The trailing stop loss, it is gone, which is fine. We are at 1,30,000. So now what we'll do is, we have done good trading. We'll just do Q&A for some time. Okay. And then we'll be done for the day. Not yet. Trend, it will be sideways or it will be neutral only below this candle. Only below this candle. Or maybe somewhere here. Yeah, minimum daily target is 1 lakh. Minimum daily target is 1 lakh. And losses almost 2.5, 3 lakhs. If I lose 2.5, 3 lakhs, then I will stop for the day. Yeah, my journey has been, it's been similar to every trader. Because I did not follow discipline. I did not follow the charts. Okay. And I was over trading a lot. I did not have confidence in a system. I was always trying to find a magic system, or I was always trying to find something that that will give me fast returns. That is what I was always looking for. Okay. So that is the reason why I was losing for continuously 3 years. But under the guidance of experienced traders, under the guidance of Shiva also, then I understood his psychology. What is his psychology? How does he approach the market? What is he looking at? I attended almost 50 plus sessions of Shiva. After looking all of that, then was the time when I settled to one system, I settled to option buying, and I settled to scalping. So this is what I suggest everyone, wherever I'm trading or whoever is seeking for advice, that stick to one system. Okay. Find out what kind of a trader you want to be, first of all. Because what happens is, when we are trading, we forget everything. We forget what is our target. We forget what is our stop loss. So first of all, we have to take trading as a business. Trading is a professional business, and we have to treat it as a business. Our capital is our most, what you can say, most prized asset. Because if we have capital, we are in the game. If we are not in the capital, we are not in the game at all. Okay. So my story has been like this for last 3 years. I used to trade a lot. I had money. I had a good business that I was going on. So that's why I was able to digest those losses at that time. But whoever is trying to be a full-time trader, what I would suggest is, please take it step by step, slowly. First of all, follow your discipline. Discipline is the most important part. Psychology is very important. So 80% is discipline, psychology, and risk management, 80%. And only 20% is charts and other things. Because everyone sees the same price. You also see Bank Nifty, I also see Bank Nifty. You also see 35,900 strike price, I also see the same thing. But holding on to the trade, developing that conviction, that is the most important point. Most important point. I don't calculate it based on returns per month, but what I'm looking for is my daily target of 1 lakh. If it's done, I am happy with that. So deployed capital, if I have 10 lakh deployed capital, and if I'm able to make 5 lakh, 10 lakh also a month, I'm really happy with that. Really happy with that. Again, another thing, how I gauge momentum. Okay. Stochastic and MACD. So on the upside, if it's going up, okay, I'm looking for a gap. This gap has to be quite good. if the turn is sharp, if it's going upside on the sharp side, then it can be a good trending move. Same on the stochastic also. So proper setup would be that this MACD, this white line is the most important. This white line crosses this red line above 0. This is the 0 line histogram. If it crosses above 0 and the stochastic is above 40 or 50, then the trade can be really good. How to control over trading? This is what I do. Control Uday zone. Now, if you want to mark a control Uday zone, this is what I can do. Okay. What I'll do is I'll put it here. So once the price is between these levels, I don't want to trade at all. If I'm done with my target, I don't want to trade at all. Or if I'm trading also, I'm going to trade with small quantity. Okay. And see, everyone has to go through this phase. There is no trader you can say that, he has not done over trading or he has not faltered on his discipline or something. Everyone does that. But how we come back from that, that is what is going to define us, or that is what is going to tell us that if you're going to be successful or not as a trader. Overnight positions, I take very rarely. I took the overnight position on Friday, just because I was expecting a large move on either side, because there was a event in US. The Fed Chairman Powell, he was going to speak and he was going to give a direction to the market. So that is the only reason why I had carried overnight positions. Or usually 95% of the times, I do not carry any overnight positions. Morning trades are quite risky, and I look at different parameters. What I look at is the levels where it's opening. The levels are very important for me. Support, if it's coming at a support or resistance, that is important. Another part is I look at the depth of the banks at that time only, 908. I look at the depth of the banks and then I decide which side I should be going. Daily target is minimum 1 lakh, but if I get more, I frankly obliged to the market. If it's giving me more, I'm really happy with that. If it's not, I'm okay with it. But 1 lakh is what I'm targeting minimum. Yeah, if you want, I can share it in the group, or I'll share it with Shiva and he can pass it on to you guys. I'll share you what are the metrics that I use for stochastic and MACD, because there are various types of setups that I use. So I will share that with Shiva and he can share it with everyone. M2M is 1,30,000 today. This is what we did. Yeah, only deployed capital is 9 to 10 lakhs, 9.5, 10 lakhs max. Yeah, as a beginner, if you have capital, let's say 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs, okay. If you have a capital of 2 lakhs to 3 lakhs, what I would say is, let's say if you have a capital of 2 lakhs, then my deployed capital should be only 1 lakh. If you have a capital of 2 lakhs, give me 1 second, I'll explain you in a Word document. Let me take it here. Okay. Let's say you have a capital of 2 lakhs. What I would do is, I would only put 1 lakh capital in my trading account. Okay. So this becomes my deployed capital. You can either keep 1 lakh or 70,000. That is the max I am looking for in terms of putting the capital in my account. Because what happens is, we as traders, we tend to overtrade, and we try to deploy all our capital once. If there is a very tempting trade or maybe on expiries, we'll try to trade more or we'll try to invest more. But it is a two-edged sword. Everyone has to understand that it is a two-edged sword. Why? Because it can give you massive profits also, it can give you massive losses also. Okay, so let's say I have 1 lakh or 70,000. So max position I'm looking for is 50,000 in a trade. If the trade is fitting into my criteria, then max I'm going to deploy in a trade is 50,000. So for example, if a strike price is 300, so how many lots will I be able to buy? $50,000 divided by 300, 166 quantity. So that means, yeah, 5 lots. Let's take it as 5 lots. Okay. Now with 5 lots, my daily target on a profit is minimum 40 points. That is what I'm looking at for. 5 lots, 40 points. So how much does that become? ₹5,000. Yeah. 5,000 rupees. Right. Yeah. So 5,000 becomes my daily target. Okay. Perfect. So this is what is my target daily. For a person who has a capital of 2 lakhs, this will be my daily target. If I'm getting 5,000, I'm really happy. Now, many traders ask that, how should I stop at 5,000 if the market moves, or if anything happens, or, if I'm able to make more points, if I'm able to make more profit. Agreed. We are humans. No problem. We'll do that. So what we'll do is, let's say I have a 5,000 rupees profit. Okay. Now what I want to do is, I want to protect my profits also, right? I want to protect my profits. So after I have done 5,000, okay, if I'm trading with 5 lots, I want to only trade with 2 lots. I will only trade with 2 lots. Okay. So with 2 lots also, if I lose, yeah, I'll tell you the max loss also. First, let's come to the profit, then I'll tell you the max loss also. Now 2 lots. Okay. This is 5,000 you've made. After that, I want to only trade with 2 lots. So if I lose 40 points also on these 2 lots, how much will I lose? 800 rupees? 2,000 rupees, right? Sorry. Exactly. 2,000 rupees I lose. Still, I will have 3,000 rupees as my profit. The profit that I have 5,000, out of that, still I will have 3,000 rupees left. So this is what I should be targeting. That once I have done my daily target of 5,000 rupees, I have to reduce my quantity. And I have to be slow. My speed has to be quite slow. This you have to do. People will say that, then sir, how will we grow, or how will we make exponential profit? You will make it. But at least, first of all, try to create a good habit in yourself for 6 months. Right? When you pass out from your 12th standard, you go to graduation. For 3 years, you have to complete graduation, and then you go for a job. Right? Then you go for earning a salary. Then try to treat the market also the same way. Isn't it? Try to treat the market also as the same way, that you are in a business. Let me give my first 1 year to understanding the business and to understanding the good and bad things about the business. Once you understand the business, then you can scale it up slowly, slowly. Are we 50 years old or are we 70 years old? That, we just have 1 year of our life left, and then after that we might die. It's not, right? It's not like that. I am 34. We have time, right? People who are part-time traders, or people who want to come into full-time trading. Yes, the session is recorded. So people who want to get into full-time trading, you have to decide one proper path. You have to decide a very good path that you want to go on, because trading is all about creating good habits. If you don't have a good habit, it's going to ruin you, or it's going to ruin your psychology. It's going to put more and more stress on you. So in terms of profit, this is what I would do, that after 5,000 profit, then 2 lots I will trade. And then if I lose max, let's say 2,000. Now people will say that, what do we do if we lose more? What do? We lose more. It's not necessary that everyone will lose only 2,000. There are many people who will gain profits in the morning and lose in the afternoon, right? Many people have this problem. So for you to change this habit, you have created a habit for yourself, right? Gaining profits in the morning and losing it. Now you want to change that habit. How do you change that habit? By rectifying it, by finding a solution. People who are working, right? People who are part-time traders or people who are working, when you go to a job, when you go to your office, right? Your boss is there. Your boss will ask you something. If you do good, your boss is going to pay you, and then you're going to get increment also, right? If you follow your discipline, if you do your job properly, you're going to get paid well, and then you're going to get increment also. Same is the market. Market is our boss. If we trade properly, he's going to reward us. If we don't trade properly, he's going to take us out of the market. That means your boss is going to fire you. So people who are part-time traders, you have to understand, or you have to correlate with your job, what you're doing in trading. Trading is not speculation. Trading is a very, very serious business, and we have to behave, or we have to act like it is our business only. I am telling you this all from the mistakes that I have made. I wouldn't want anybody to make these mistakes again. I have gone through a lot of things, a lot of hardship, you can say. So I don't want people to go through that. So my job is to tell people that this is how you have to follow your discipline. Yes, build a strong discipline and a good habit. Habit is very, very good. You have to keep analyzing yourself, that what kind of a habit you are creating. Are you creating a good habit, or are you creating a bad habit in your trading? That's why I say always that whatever you trade, okay, let's say if I've done all these orders, whatever I have traded, okay, I have to analyze these, all the trades. I have to analyze all these trades in the afternoon or in the evening when the trading is done. I have to analyze all these trades, and then I have to find out what am I doing. If it's a loss also, still you have to do it. If it's a profit also, still you have to do it, no matter what. This is how you will create a good habit. You have to analyze every trade. If I took the trade, why did I take the trade? What did I look at when I was trading? Was it a good trade? Was it a bad trade? You have to analyze all these things. That's why maintaining a trading journal, is very, very important. Journal is the best book you can ever read about trading, because it is going to tell you about your own habit, or it is going to tell you about your own trading, what you are exactly doing in your trading. That is what it is going to tell you. That's why you have to maintain a trading journal till the time, at least till the time you have recovered your profit, your losses from your market, and you are net profitable trader. Till the time you have to do that. Everyone is going to get this recording. Okay, everyone is going to get this recording. So whatever, if you have missed, you can watch this recording later. Trading journal is very simple. Give me 1 second, I'll show you. I'll just show you a rough calculation how I do it. Give me 1 second. Max loss, let's say 5,000 is your max loss. 5,000 is your target. Max to max, I'm ready to lose is 10,000. Simple as that. Max to max, I should be losing in a day is 10,000. If you lose 10,000 in your first trade, you should be out of the market. You should not be trading that day. If you can maintain that kind of a discipline, you'll be a successful trader. It was quite a difficult journey. Quite a difficult journey. I had to go through a lot of things. But when I looked at successful traders, and when I looked at the way they were trading, the psychology they were building, that is how I try to replicate them or try to follow them. Because I don't know how many of you have attended how many sessions of Shiva, but if you see, the strongest point of Shiva is his psychology. The way he holds himself, no matter what the situation is. No matter what the situation is, the way he holds himself. And that is what is very necessary. And the most important part is to learn that. That is the most important part. People go into magic setups that, we want this, we want that. No, but the most important part you have to learn is his psychology, his mental state when he's trading. What is his mental state? What is he doing? What is he looking at? How is he trying to correlate things? That is most important. And that is the most important part I've learned from him. Psychology. Because see, always understand that setup can be anything. Okay. This thing, if I hide this one, if I just put this one, I've just put EMAs and this price action, that is also a setup. There are thousands of people who trade just based on price action also. Okay. So setup can be anything, but what is going to define you as a trader is your psychology. The way you react to your losses, the way you react to your profits also. Exactly. What do I do when I'm looking at the market, this depth? I'm looking at the speed of the price. That is how I am able to judge if the price is going to move faster or not. And that's it. Sorry. That is how I want to find momentum. This is how I try to find momentum. The price, the way the price is moving, that is how I try to find momentum. But everyone, see, whoever is trading, I can be a mentor, Shiva is a mentor, but at the end of the day, what you do, the way you react to the market is going to define you as a trader. Shiva can Shiva can help you to a point. He can show you or tell you whatever he does. But what you learn from it and how you analyze things or how you change your behavior as per his learnings is going to be the most important part. So this is very, very, very important. Now, when was the last time I took the trade? 10:26. It's been 1 hour. I have not taken a single trade. Not a single trade. 1 hour. Do you hear my voice having a FOMO, fear of missing out? अरे यार ये इधर से नीचे आ गया, इधर ये ऐसा हो गया, इधर मैं ये ट्रेड ले सकता था, इधर स्कैल्पिंग कर सकता था. No boss, ठीक है ना? I have done my target, so it is okay. It is fine. There is always a next day. Why I choose 40 points is because my target is 1 lakh per day. So this is how I have set my goals. So let's say I have 9.5 lakhs, right? Capital is 50, but I just want to put 9.5 lakhs in my account. I try to take 2,500 quantity with a strike price of 250, 300. Okay. So 6 to 7 lakhs I am investing in every trade, right? which gives me quantity of 2500, right? It gives me a quantity of 2500 into 40 points is 1 lakh rupees. So my target is 1 lakh rupees. I am done with it. So that is how I'm targeting that. Okay. People who want to follow me, they can always follow me on Twitter. I am available on Twitter. I withdraw my profits every day, Vishwa. Every day I withdraw my profit. Whenever I am profitable, I withdraw it. Whatever amount I get above 9.5 lakhs, I'm going to withdraw that. I'm not going to keep in my trading account. I don't need it, so I'm not going to keep it. No, I don't want to, because I don't need it. So I'm not going to keep it. I am happy with my 1 lakh target, and I'm going to keep it that way. Yeah, my Twitter ID is Vijay S Thakre, Thakare. Vijay Vijay S Thakare. Yeah, playing it one lot is obviously very difficult. It's the most difficult thing. Most difficult thing in trading. Whatever information you need, everyone, whatever information you need apart from this, how do you know when to stop for a day if MTM is negative? How to start over trading during session? Yeah, I'm looking for 2.5 to 3 lakhs loss, Arvind. If I have 2.5, 3 lakhs loss, then I will stop for the day. I invest in other things, maybe mutual funds, stocks, or property, or any other thing. I will invest that profit. Vijay Vijay S Thakare Thakare. Yeah, I'll type it in the. Yeah, this is the. See, people, this is Shiva's session. I am not going to share any more information, because this is just a Twitter follower. This is a Twitter ID. If you want, you can follow there. If you have any questions regarding setup, anything, later on, you can always go ahead and ask me. If I'm looking at options, if I'm looking at market depth, if I'm looking at options, I'm looking at the speed of the way the price is moving. I'm looking at the speed of the price. If the price is moving fast, that means I'm going to get a move. This is the page, Vijay S. Thakare. See, whenever I'm taking a trade, okay, whenever I'm taking a trade, I have a defined risk that I'm ready to take, and I have a defined target that I'm looking at. So if it's going below my level, if you see from morning, whenever I'm taking, I'm telling you the stop loss, I'm telling you my target also, right? Trading journal is simple. Give me 1 second. VWAP is the most important level for today. If VWAP is broken, then day low can also be coming. But if its VWAP is holding, then market is fine. Whenever, see, if it's a trending day, right? If it's a trending day, VWAP is going to be the most important level for that day. First level is going to be the 20 moving average. And after that, VWAP is going to be very important. Yeah, I was there in Traders Carnival also. Okay, now we'll come to the trading journal. So this was the first trade. I had added then here. So I have to put a gap here. Margin center. Margin center. Here I can put M2M. Okay, now my buying price is going to be, I'm just going to give you a rough calculation, rough average of how much I bought and at what price I sold. Yeah, I only use Zerodha. So my average was 271. Wait a minute. Okay. So on this trade, my average was 271 and the sell average was, let me calculate. Sell average was 268, but the quantity was too much. That's why. Now what I'm doing is, did I trade as per my setup? Okay. So why did I take these trades? Because there was a, this was purely based on price action. Why? Because there was a big wick and then I was looking for a low, it to touch here or somewhere here. That is what I was looking for, which I did not get. Okay. But as per my setup, as per my price action, I was fine with the trade. I was not randomly trading or I was not, doing something out of the box. So this is what I was looking for. So yes, I would say I was trading as per my setup. So I have to rate myself if I'm trading as per my setup or not. So here I will say yes. Then profit or loss, this trade was a loss. Then points I made minus 3. M2M here was, you'll have to calculate the quantities based on that. You'll able to calculate the M2M. If you calculate the M2M, well and good. If you cannot, no problems. You can just take it as per the points also. You can just watch it as per the points also. So for now, we'll just watch it as per points. Here I lost 3 points. Now the second trade I took, this was 234, 237. Okay, so this one I sold. Okay, so this was the second trade directly. Okay, so here bought this one, this, this. Okay, so my average was 291 total. 291. Now what is my sell average? Sell average is 319. So I made 30 points on this trade. Okay. So profit or loss? Yes, profit. I can say profit here. Then points, 30 points. And trade as per setup? Yes. M2M is 1,30,000. Simple as that. Now, why only I took two trades? Because wherever I was buying, the trade was continuing. It was not that I had exited everything and I was waiting. I was keeping adding and then reducing some quantity. That is what I was doing. So this was a second trade. So actually, if you see, I've just taken two trades. This was completely part of the one trade, and this was completely part of the first trade. This was the second, and this was the first. So this is how you have to maintain. Now, what it will do is, it will tell you also how many trades you are taking in a day. Then it will ask you, because what happens is whenever we are on loss, we are depressed or we feel sad, whatever it is. But that time we don't analyze where exactly we made the mistake. Because when you are in the trade, you don't understand this price action. You will not understand the price action because your focus is completely on the M2M. All your anxiety, all your energy is only into the M2M. You don't look at anything else. अरे गया 350 हो गया, निकालो निकालो निकालो. अरे बट निकालो तो क्यों निकालो? ऐसा क्या दिख रहा है कि निकालो? Isn't it? That is how you feel, right? 10 पॉइंट ऊपर गया, अरे प्रॉफिट दिख रहा है, 2000 प्रॉफिट दिख रहा है, चलो बुक करो. Isn't it? That happens, right? Loss also. नहीं रुक जाओ, अभी आएगा, रुक जाओ, अभी प्राइस आएगा, नहीं रुक जाओ, इधर से ऊपर जाएगा, नहीं रुक जाओ, इधर से ऊपर जाएगा, नहीं रुक जाओ, इधर से ऊपर जाएगा, right? That is what happens. So to control that, you have to put in some rules and regulations to your setup. You have to put in where you will exit. Your exit has to be always very fast, and you have to exit in smaller points. If you see today also, our stop loss was 10 points, 20 points, or maximum 30 points. Only at the last, we had a trailing stop loss of 360. That why? Because I had already made profits. That's why the trailing stop loss was deeper. But apart from that, everything was 10, 20 points, 30 points only. I exit. Simple. Same thing happened with me, Vinay. I got stuck in this candle on Friday. I bought a call here and I got stuck. I lost 1 lakh of my profit. But it's okay. You cannot do anything, right? You have to exit. Here I thought it will go up. It was in my setup. Everything was fine. So I thought it will go up. But it did not. So I had to exit. No problems. Next trade. Morning also, if you see, we were in profit. In the put trade also, we were in profit. But I was looking for a deeper fall, which did not come. So I exited the trade in 37,000 minus. I exited the trade in 37,000 negative. When it showed me a confirmation that it's going up, then I went into the upside. In the call also, if you see, in the call also here, I was in loss because I exited at 229, 228, right? So total, I was in a loss of 55,000. But that is okay. I know that if you remember, I said we just need one good trade. And once we got one good trade, our daily target was done. So always we have to focus on that. Yes, if I've lost money, now I have to look for a better trade. One good trade or two to three good trades, which will give me the profits that I'm looking for. I don't keep it in the system. I keep it in my mind. After the execution of the trade, I keep it in my mind. I don't keep it in the system. Right. The candle structure. This candle structure, this is a full body candle with volumes. Look at the volume, the amount of volume it has, 1,70,000. And it is about today's high. It is above previous day's high. It is above this range that is was consolidating. It was above the range also. After such a full body candle, I am looking for an upside move. No, averaging, it's very rare that I average. Very, very rare, because I am not good at averaging. So it is very rare that I average. If you see every trade that I've taken, I took 1200 once. 1200, I took it once, and while reducing, I was reducing it in tranches. See here, I'm adding 1200, then here I added 2400, then 1200 exit. Again, 1200 added, 1200 added, 700 added, then sell 1200, 900, then again 1000 bought, again 500 bought, then 700 exited, 800 exited, 500 exited, 500 exited. So I sell in tranches. How to avoid the non-trending days? Simple. If you're using this setup, and if you're not a fast scalper, whenever these moving averages come together, all these moving averages and everything comes together, that is the day you should be out of the market. That is the day you don't need to trade at all. Simple. These moving averages coming together is a very clear indication that market is going to be sideways. So if you want to avoid, right, because I understand that everyone, if you are looking at the screen, you're going to trade, right? So you want to avoid trading. So what I can suggest you is, go to your Zerodha chart. Okay. If you have Zerodha, fine, well and good. If you don't have any other system, if you're using any other system or any other chart, what you go is to Zerodha, you go here, set an alert. Okay. Set an alert for a price range. I'll show it to you in this one only. Set an alert for price range. Let's say I don't want to trade in this range. I am a part-time trader or I am a full-time trader, but I don't want to trade on days where it's sideways. So what I'll do is I'll put the high of the day and I'll put a low, this thing, 220 moving average. I'll put an alert here and here. If the price crosses above, I'll get an alert on my phone. If the price goes below, then also I will get an alert on my phone. Whenever I get that alert, then I will open my charts. Till the time I don't need to open my charts. Why? Because that will tell me that it is between the levels that I had marked where I don't need to trade. That is another thing you can use. See, you have to understand, everyone, that whatever problem you have in your trading, you have to find a solution. You always have to work on a solution. You cannot keep cribbing about your problems, or you cannot keep on saying that, whenever I buy it, then only market goes against me, or whenever I take a trade, then only I'm in loss. Boss, that is not going to help you. You have to understand that I have to work on a solution. If this is happening, if the trade is going against me, find out why is it going against me. What is it exactly happening that it is going against me? Why does it take my stop loss again and again? You have to find it yourself. You have to put in that effort. When you are at a job, you put an effort, right? Then only you get paid. So put in your effort into the market and your market will reward you. The market will reward you. It will reward you beautifully only when you focus on the solutions. And always remember, trading is a habit. If you create good habits, you'll be successful. If you create bad habits, you're not going to be successful. Simple as that. Yeah, it took a support at 20 MA. Now it's consolidating. No, it did not, Vinay. Why it did not? Because, see, Vinay, volume, you have to understand volume also, how volume works. Now, for example, This is not an algo candle. Okay. This is not an algo candle. Algo candle is something different. We'll talk that sometime later. But this is a candle which has good buying. Okay. Which is breaking out. It is giving you a breakout and it is giving you a range expansion. It is going above a certain range. There was a range that was being made. There was a range that was being made and it is going above that range. Okay. When this happens, when somebody is pulling in the volumes, that means somebody big buyer is there. Some big buyer has pushed the volumes higher and he doesn't want the volumes or he doesn't want the candle to come down. So that's why when I saw this volume, when I saw this range expansion, when this breakout happened after about this range, that gives me a confirmation that yes, it can be a good trending day. As of now, till now also, it is looking like a trending day. Till the time VWAP is not broken, it will be a trending day. I understand ideal trending day can be different. I'm always looking for follow-up candles. If there is follow-up candles, then I keep the trade on. If there is no follow-up candles, then I start reducing the quantities also. Why? Because as option buyers, we always need momentum. The price needs to move faster. If the price doesn't move faster, the price can come down quite fast on the downside. That's why if there is momentum, I keep the quantities. If there is no momentum, I will exit it straight away. And see, always understand that always understand that I am not bothered about these orders of brokerage. I am not bothered about that. The only thing I'm bothered about is my execution. If I know my execution is good, I don't need to worry about this brokerage. I don't worry about the charges. Many people focus on the charges and many people focus on the brokerage. I will not. I don't focus on that. My only focus is to be a good trader and to have a very good execution skills. That is the only thing I'm looking at. I take the brokerage and the charges as a way of doing my business. The platform provides me. Obviously, the platform has to make money. So they are going to charge me whatever amount they require. So we don't need to worry about the turnover, but the turnover can give us an approximate calculation as to how much are the charges going to be. For example, today, this is 37 lakhs, 35 lakhs, and this is 70 lakhs and 50 lakhs. So 1 lakh 20, 1 crore 20. My total turnover for today is 1 crore 20 lakhs. That means 12,000 is going to be my charges. Every 10 lakh, 1,000 rupees is my charges. It includes my brokerage also. It includes my brokerage also. That means every 10 lakh, I'm going to pay 1,000 rupees. So 1 crore 20 lakh is 12,000 rupees. Out of 1 lakh 30,000, if I have to pay 12,000 rupees, I am completely fine with it. I have no issues. Simple. I always have a clear focus that I want to be a better trader and I want to focus on my execution. That's all. Sorry. That's all. I will never spend my energy into trying to save my brokerage or trying to save my charges. If you are a businessman, will you focus on making your business profitable or you worried about the paying taxes to the government? You will only focus on profits, right? You will only focus on developing your business. So trading as a business, focus on developing your business instead of focusing on other things. I have Nestpos platform, but I don't use it. I do have it, but I don't use it. So let's call it a day, people. I hope this session was quite helpful for everyone. I hope I covered a lot of points, though I did not maybe cover a lot of points, but I hope the trading was helpful. And yeah, I've put in all the everything in my session. Okay, all the things, all the points, I put it in the session. So whenever Shiva gives the recording, you can watch the session and it will be quite helpful for everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thanks a lot. Whenever if you have any questions, queries, you can always follow me on Twitter and I'll be happy to help you. I'm in the option scalping mentoring group also. If you have questions there, I can answer the questions there also. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thanks a lot and have a great day.